Well, I am finally back at my Yateley water. I'm here for a 48-hour session. It is still freezing cold and winter, but the weather has improved recently, and only a couple of weeks back I had a nice 20 from Monk Lakes. So the water temperature is definitely up. They're feeding a bit more, so hopefully I'll catch at least one on this session. It's going to be difficult, it's going to be hard. I've got 48 hours to try and catch something, so get his rods out and hopefully I'll catch something. So let's go. So the swim I've come to is called Stables, my favourite swim. Last year it did me all the bites, including that 28 ghosty that I had last time I was here, so pretty good. It's a good swim. I'm sure there's going to be carp here, I'm sure there will be. I've pretty much fishing where I fished last time I was here. So my right hand rod, that's up towards a tree line. It's really snaggy in there, but you do get plenty of bites. I had one last time in there. Sometimes you can get multiple bites if you get it right, or if they're stacked up in there, that is. And my middle rod, that is about maybe short of a rod length from the island. It's very shallow on the island, really shallow. So I've come back, I think it's about a rod length, I'm guessing. It's sort of hard to judge really, because I'm basically looking for that good drop that's short of the island. That's where I caught my ghosty last time, so I'm sure that's going to do a bite. It's a good spot. It's a new spot for me as well in this swim. I never used to fish there, and since that last session. And then finally my left hand rod, that is actually towards a tree that's in this channel to my left. Yes, it looks really snaggy, and it is really snaggy in there. I've lost multiple carp in there, but I've had quite a lot of carp from that spot as well. Some decent ones as well. So it's a good spot. I'm sure it'll do bites. They come through that channel all the time. Even when it's cold, they'll definitely get through there. I've had bites on all three rods before in this swim, so I'm hoping the same thing happens. It is winter, it's going to be difficult though anyway. All my rods are on Ronnie rigs, helicopter setups, and I've got the bead about 6 inches back because I want to make sure my hook bait does not plummet into the silt. There's a lot of silt and debris on the bottom at the moment, a lot. And I've got the same hook bait on all three rods. That's a 15mm ocean fruit pink fluoro. Really bright, and they love pink in here in the winter and the autumn, even more so in the winter as well. So I'm sure it'll work. That's the reason I've gone on all three. I know it works, so I'm just going to stick with it. I'm sure it'll do me bites. Feeding over the top, ocean fruits, 15mm to match obviously the hook bait is going out, but I'm soaking them in water for a long period of time, 4 or 5 hours. I did do them the night before just to make sure that they're all like soaked up. I like to make sure they're soft, and also they don't soak up any silt on the bottom, because they're not gonna sort of soak any rubbish up off the bottom. They're gonna sit on top and they're gonna be fresh as well. Also adding some walnut and some ocean fruit glug to that as well. Thought I'd mix it up and add 2 in together. I'm sure it'll work, but that's just extra flavour, extraness to it, and I'm sure it will work. It's pretty early in the morning at the moment, and it's a little bit chilly, but you can do bites in the morning on there, so maybe late morning might do one. So we'll see anyway. I'll see what happens. I'm looking forward to this. It's been a while since I've been here, so yeah, I'll cross my fingers and hopefully I'll catch something. Let's catch. So yeah, we'll see what happens. Managed to get my first bite. The rod's only been in 10 minutes. Can't believe it. This one's off the island. Yeah, absolutely crazy. Can't believe I had a bite so quick. This one's £20, and yeah, it's on the ocean fruit. That's really good. Right, I'm going to get him back and get the rods back in, and hopefully we'll get one even quicker. Who knows? Who knows? Yeah, I'm well happy with that. Right, I'm going to get him back. Oh. Well, it's been a couple of hours since I had that bite. Sun's come out a lot more now. It's much more brighter than it was early this morning. Not really seen huge amounts. I've had a few indications since then, but nothing happening. I mean, it's winter, it's going to be difficult, it's going to be hard. I'm just going to keep going, and hopefully that something else is here, or that they come out and sun themselves, because it's quite sunny today. If they sun themselves, then they might start moving around in the snags or areas where I've got my baits. But I know that they are going to be at least on one of the spots, because they're all spots I've had bites from in the past, in the autumn and in the summer. It doesn't matter what time of year it is, it seems to always be here. I have caught them in the winter here as well, so I just know that they're going to be here at some stage. Having just one is good, but can I get others is always going to be the issue. I've got a lot more time. Obviously, having one so quick is really good. It's 20 as well. I'm well happy with that. Yes, the birds are going crazy. So I am hopeful for some more. One more I'll be happy with, I think. It's just that I know that this swim's good for a couple of bites, so just hoping that I can get one more. I just got to keep working at it, really. I've just got to keep refreshing hook baits, and sometimes just recasting them slightly different, they sometimes pay off. So I'm hopeful. I've just got to see what happens. I'm definitely going to be looking out for carp today. Now the sun's out, it's quite bright. There's a lot of snags around, so I can walk around. I might bring them in midday or something and have a little walk around. It is meant to rain in the afternoon as well, which is going to be a bit annoying. But I will try and see if I can see anything. It might get me a bit more confident in this area. Sometimes when you catch one, it's really, really positive, but you want to try and catch as many you can. But I'm still happy with that, and that's still a great start. So we'll see what happens. Well, there is not much report since I had that fish, really. It's been quiet all day. So, yeah, not much report, not much happening. I'm still quietly confident about getting a bite, but after tonight it's going to be a bit difficult. It's meant to go down to maybe 0 or maybe even minus. It's saying between 1 and minus. So the weather doesn't even know what he's doing. I've still got time, still got plenty of time. You never know what's going to happen. Getting colder, it's not going to make it easier, is it? At all. When I turned up and it was just turning light, I did hear a splash, and I think I saw a carp jump, but I couldn't quite make out where it was, but I knew it was out in the middle, a big splash. So it definitely showed me that they were definitely down here. I wasn't sure if I was going to get a bite or not. Just one carp on its own is not enough, really. They don't show themselves that often here, so I thought it was a good sign. And then I had that bite really quickly, and it's just been really quiet. It's just been silent. It's been no jumping, no showing. I haven't even seen a bream show since this morning as well. I did see a few bream rolling, and again, nothing really. A couple of indications, but I'm not entirely sure what that is. I keep getting indications on my rod for some reason. I don't know what's happening there. But I'm happy with everything else. I may give it a recast before it gets dark. It's going to get dark in about an hour or so. Refresh the hook baits. Maybe that might get me a bite. But see what happens, really. I'm hopeful still, and hopefully something happens. Maybe in the morning would be best chance. I know it's going to be really cold in the morning, but they might just get them going in the morning, and hopefully I'll get one just like I did this morning. So you never know. But we'll see what happens. Well, nothing to report from last night at all. Nothing happened. Yeah, pretty quiet. Didn't hear anything at all. It was pretty silent. Then I woke up this morning and there was frost everywhere, all over the rods, all over the mat, so it definitely went down to 0 or minus last night or something. I didn't want to come out and have a look, but it definitely was quite cold. This morning it's been pretty dead as well. Like first thing, it just seemed quite dead. Yesterday when I turned up, there was bream flapping around. You know, I heard that big splash, like I said, big old bosh out in the middle. But this morning it's been quiet, very, very quiet. Don't know what to do next, really. I don't know if I should stay in this swim or move, really, but I think they're still here. I do believe they're here, just they're not feeding. I spoke to a bailiff and he said that they were definitely in the tree line to my left, in the long tree line. They were in there last week or so, quite a few of them swimming around in there, so he definitely pointed out that there was a few in here, but the temperatures have come down since then, so that might just be the reason why there's not as many that I thought there would be here. And also yesterday somebody come over and tell me that pretty much all the bites they've had in January were down the other end in the deeper section, so but apparently they haven't been caught since in that area, so they definitely have moved on. They're definitely moving around. They're definitely in the lake. I mean, that carp I had wasn't that cold either. It wasn't freezing, so they are moving around, but it's just hard work in the winter. I'm confident. I am confident in the spot, in the area. It's just the temperature keeps changing. At night, the temperature is getting cold. I'm meant to have another night of cold as well tonight, so maybe this afternoon, maybe when it warms up a bit more, there could be a chance. But yesterday I was really hopeful for more action. It looked really nice. It was really sunny. It did get a bit cloudy and miserable in the afternoon, but it just looked so good. I thought I was going to get more bites, but nothing else. But I don't know why, but I'm a bit miserable. But I've caught one already. Why have I got to be miserable? I've already caught, you know, especially when it's hard. So I'm going to keep going. I'll probably bring them in at some stage, refresh hook baits, get them back out, maybe add some more bait in. I didn't put any more in since I had that carp. I think I put a handful in when I recast, but I didn't want to go crazy with the bait. I'm trying to keep it minimum as possible. So I might just put a little bit extra bait in, just refreshing up some smells in the area, just some freshness in there. Fresh hook baits, maybe a recast will do it. And hopefully the warmer temperatures in the afternoon will get them going. But I'm going to keep trying, I'm going to keep going, and you never know, something else might happen. Well, look at that. Can't believe I got a bite this morning. It was absolutely freezing cold. 2 nights of freezing cold weather. And right at the last minute I managed to catch one. 24 pound. I'm well happy with that. This is from the tree line on the left hand side of the swim. Yes, I can't believe it. Look at that. God. Yeah, I'm well happy with that. Oh, well, I've got to pack away. So all I've got to say is thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. I'm well happy, yeah. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to check out all my other videos. And also don't forget to put a comment.